people are a lot more likely to show you their real hand when the chips are low. Me and my girl was going through it, and so I hadn't talked to her in a while and shit. I hit her up, and yeah, and this nigga answered the phone like, yeah, what's it?
You are now listening to the thoughts and sounds of IC the God King. This is the IC Experience.
What are you doing?
So then on driving, then you said he was also a good cook. He also, I guess, ran a little errand, took the trash out. I remember you always
take the trash out, go grocery shopping, you know, like you said, knew how to cook, you know, knew how to clean up.
Would you give him cash when to go shopping, or how would he just have money to get the stuff he needed to do?
Well, I mean, he was also working, you know what I'm saying? So he was working and...
For you at this point?
Working for me.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And
not doing too good.
Not doing great.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? But he working, and you know, he'll do little shit to get money or whatever, you know, out of the job situation. But then it's also like, yeah, but you live with me too.
So you how did he move in? Like, did he drive first, then start moving in?
Did he? Yeah.
So at this point, he had been driving for you for like a week or 2 weeks, a month?
I don't recall. I know like I moved and got a bigger place not too long after, you know, getting the car and all of that stuff. And it was like 4 bedroom. You know what I mean? So it was
dumb shit.
I'm just living in one of them. It's just like the rest of them were kind of pretty much empty.
That.
Yeah,
that's crazy.
Yeah, the rest of them were pretty much kind of empty. So I was like, yeah, you know, like. So he'd be like, going through shit with his brother or whatever. You know what I mean? He was always over here anyway. So it was just like, yeah, I mean, like, yeah, you can have that room if you want it.
Right.
And he just ended up staying there. You know? Yeah. It wasn't like, you know, hey, you do this and I'll provide this. It was just like, I'm also adding value where I see I can add value. Right. You know what I mean? So
you were telling me last week, you providing housing, you providing food, you don't have to pay for no loud. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You kind of living off the life of me.
Right. Anytime we go out, you coming with us.
Right.
We drinking, you drinking. You
like
know what I'm saying? Yeah, we shop, you shop. Yeah, you know, that's what it was. You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, we was locked in like that.
So boom, so bam. So how long was he driving or doing this role until things started going south?
Say probably, you know, 3 years maybe.
Damn, that's a long time. Now I'm thinking like months.
Yeah, I mean that's what I'm thinking in my mind. Maybe it was 2. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it was way longer than I thought.
Yeah,
2 years. So 2 years of standing next to the light, that shit started turning to darkness.
Well, it was there was a multitude of different factors that kind of played into how that situation came about, and then also how everything changed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because one of the main things was the money slowed down. You know what I mean? Yeah, the money slowed down. You know, and it's like once the money slowed down, and I was never one of those people who was like, oh yeah, people just hang around me because they love me so much.
Right.
I was never under that illusion. You know what I mean? Like I know who my real homeboys is because I was fucking it with them. I was you know, we were friends before nigga knew what money was.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like just had no. So now I know these people around me because we got all of this going on, and yeah, I'm a source. But I never got that confused with, oh yeah, these people just love me and because I'm so fucking awesome, you know, which I am fucking awesome, but yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, okay, the money slowed up. That was the first thing, or the biggest thing.
Yeah, the money slowed up, and I had to tell him because, you know, it was shit going on. So I had to tell him like, hey, listen, like, yeah, this is what it is. This situation that we got, you're going to have to find somewhere to stay at.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like all of this is about to change. You know what I mean? And I got to get this figured out.
Right.
I can't keep
you're not
hemorrhaging.
My real responsibility too.
Well, no. I mean, I you know, I never felt like any of them were my responsibility. You know what I'm saying? My responsibility was keeping the business going so that they could keep doing what they do to make the money that they make. Okay. You know, I didn't really look at them as a responsibility, but to that point, you know, it's I probably stretched it out for longer than I should have.
Yeah. That's why I was surprised when you said 2 to 3 years. That's a long time.
Well, I mean, it's all good.
3-album deal.
Yeah, it's all good.
Look, Wayne.
Yeah,
you're not getting that real.
Yeah, it's all good when the money flowing. Right. It's not a problem. Nothing's a problem. The cable bill, you probably don't even know how much. Right. You know what I'm saying? You spending on bills or whatever when everything is going great, you know? And then when things started so loud, it's like, damn. I don't really watch $300 worth of cable.
But you was noticing, nobody else was noticing, or the driver wasn't noticing that things were slowing down.
That it's not. They don't. All they know is what they get. Right. What they get. They don't. You know what I mean? Like they concern ain't nothing else. That's my problem. Right. To deal with. You see what I'm saying? And they don't. At the end of the day, they don't know how much reserves I got. Oh, I'm in the mic. They don't know how much reserves I got to. You know?
Yeah. They don't know the intricate details.
Right. They don't know how long I can make this shit last or what else I got going on. Right.
3 years.
Right. He does backflips. You know what I'm saying? He'll do another backflip. Everything will be okay. You know what I mean? And now at this point, I'm out of backflips. I'm out of cartwheels. Like, you know, shit had to get figured out. So, you know.
Okay. So you basically say, hey, you got to leave.
Well, I'm at the same time, I'm giving them a blueprint. Right. You know what I mean? I'm like, hey, listen, you know, I know you got the little, you know, the yeahs you be fucking with, you know, go pull up on one of them. Yeah. Stay down for a minute. When this shit come back around, you know what I mean? Yeah. I'll let you know. You know, type shit. So it wasn't no like bad blood.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm just, yeah.
So I didn't know that the money, turning point happened while he was still working for you.
Right.
You know,
no.
It happened after. Oh, that's it. Oh, so the money. I didn't know that.
Right.
So my story, I thought that he turned on you while everything was going good.
Right. And yeah, you know, people usually don't do that. You know what I'm saying? It happens.
In my situation, it happened.
Right.
It do happen, like you said.
Yeah, it does happen. You know what I mean? But that wasn't this situation. You know, it's people are a lot more likely to show you their real hand when, you know, the chips are low. The chips are down when you're looking vulnerable. Yeah. When you're looking vulnerable, when you're looking weak. Yeah, that's when they're coming for you.
Okay, so now the turning point, he got to go. What was the first thing that you was like, damn, what? Like the weird, like, oh, what's this weird shit going on?
Yeah, so it wasn't. There was never an inkling. Me and my girl was going through it, and so I hadn't talked to her in a while and shit. And I hit her up one day, and I think I had tried to reach out to him a couple of times around that time, and he wasn't answering or responding, you know, so I thought that was weird. And I hit her up one day to, like, you know, because like I said, we was going through shit or whatever, and I ain't really know what she had going on, so I'm just like, you know, I don't know if she just on standby, waiting for me to come back and save her, or if she done found another superhero, you know what I mean? So I hit her up, and this nigga answered the phone, like,
how did he pick up? Like,
what's like on some, like on some rah-rah shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, this my bitch now, nigga.
Yeah, type shit. Energy was like, what you want?
Oh, wow.
I see what's going on, obviously, right? But it's like, what you on the rah-rah shit with me for, bro?
Fucking took you out of McDonald's when you were nothing.
Right.
Okay, so that's the end of that one. Like, you pick up the phone, then what happened next?